Real Madrid came away with a 1-0 win against Benfica. And Vini, Tchouaméni, amazing match. Thiago Pirac making his debut. And then Vini scoring an amazing goal. All of it just to get, ignored from the drama that happened with this match with player Prestianni. With the racist remarks he was said, that's pretty much what everyone's talking about. No one's really talking about the match of how Real Madrid played. For me, they didn't, Madrid weren't performing as they should have been. They picked it up obviously after the second or the first goal that they scored, but before that, I didn't enjoy it or like how good Madrid played. But none of that even matters. Doesn't. Everything gets taken away because of everything that was said with Prestianni. So pretty much what happened was Vinny scores a goal, normal goal. Here you can even Wayne Rooney comments, Vinny scores a beautiful goal, goes in the corner flag, and he dances on the corner flag, whatever. Referee gives him a yellow card, and then Vinny and the Real Madrid players are complaining. They're like, why is it a yellow? You have people coming out, Thierry Henry, Wayne Rooney saying, why is that a yellow card? Like, what, you can't celebrate now? Players have done far worse in celebrations and don't get booked, and all Vinny did was celebrate a goal that he scored. Nothing wrong about that, right? And then, the Benfica players come in, they start arguing, they start fighting, and then Prestianni comes up, and him and Vinny are talking. I guess they're saying stuff to each other. Prestianni lifts his shirt up, covers his mouth, and apparently said he called him that. But Prestianni says he called him something else. The thing is, no one knows. No one's gonna know. Only people that know is Prestianni and Vinicius Jr. The cameras can't cut it. What is the referee going to do? You can't see what he said under it. There's no mics. You can't hear what they said. So there's pretty much no really much investigation towards this. You can't prove anything that he said, and he's a coward doing this. He 100% did something wrong, which is why he pulled up his shirt. There's no in between that. And then you have Mbappe saying you're a racist. And it's just disappointing. You're in the top team in Benfica. I mean, it's not even you shouldn't be saying in the first place, but there's so much eyes on you, and for you to do that, it makes no sense. I really don't understand it. And obviously, Wayne Rooney celebration. Why can't he celebrate like this? We saw the celebration become iconic at the World Cups. Why can't he celebrate like that? It's just a Vinny thing. Everywhere Vinny goes, there's always a target on his back. Always, always, always. And people are saying he does it to himself. And I can agree that sometimes he aggravates, the other opponents, and people say that he complains to referees, which I've said many times. But that doesn't give him the right to be. And then the fans also clapping their hands for Prestianni getting subbed out. That is embarrassing. And the Benfica should have a 5-game ban of no fan attendance, because that is crazy. You're clapping the hands for a racist. Make that make sense. Your player. You have black players in your team, Benfica. You have black players in your team. Imagine how they feel. Like, just because he's not your player doesn't mean you can't care. That is just really unbelievable. Things were thrown at Vinny. It was just shocking. Just really, really shocking from Benfica, the fans, and of obviously Prestianni, because that is just embarrassing there. Where was it? There, Thierry Henry. Let us see how big of a man Prestianni is, because he covered his face. You can't say he didn't say anything, because he obviously did say something. You're not gonna just do this, and it's just it's embarrassing. Tchouaméni, man of the match. He looked great. This is how Tchouaméni should look like week in and week out. He looked great this match. Such a huge part. And then for me, I was happy to see Thiago Pirac getting his debut. That's one thing. I've always, Xabi always brought him up. He's one of Castilla's best players and still hasn't got a chance yet. But finally today, and obviously under, terrible circumstances. But yeah, important win for Real Madrid away. Going home next week. There's going to be a lot of drama coming towards the second leg of this match. But it's just things that just shouldn't happen. It's just, it's embarrassing from Benfica for Rui Costa, who's been... I think I said here, Jose Mourinho with the red card, complaining about Vinny should have got a second yellow for a tackle. It's sad seeing him trying to take a corner and everyone's against him. It's unbelievable. It's a disgrace, really. I think Benfica should be punished. No fans in the stadiums. Rui Costa is an embarrassment. The players are an embarrassment. This is just shocking from um shocking from Benfica as a whole. Really disappointed, but important one for Real Madrid. For me, they looked better in the second half, but they didn't really. The first half was really boring out of them. Um, but yeah, we'll see what will happen in the second leg.